Autumn is on its way, and I absolutely love autumn. I know not everyone does. This video is about the good and the bad and the cozy of autumn. It's in collaboration with Kim from Finding My Style and Julie from What Julie Loves. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Hello, my name's Rhi. If you've not met me before, I'm 59 years of age. I've recently retired from a long career in teaching. I am filming today at my son's house, so this beautiful home is not mine. Just in case you wondered why the sort of background has differed. So I'm sitting with my autumn mug, hello autumn, uh, drinking a nice hot cup of coffee and thinking about all the things I love about autumn. I love autumn. To me, it's a time of like new beginnings and excitement, and when the coolness and the weather starts to change and the coolness comes in the air, and I can get my thick tights out and pull my boots out from storage. I just really love it. I was a teacher for a long time, and autumn would be, the start of the new term. So children, your new class, children coming to school, you were sort of happy and rested after a lovely long summer holiday. Can't wait to see your friends and your colleagues. Can't wait to meet your new class. And I taught the little ones, so their little faces were all excited. And your classroom was always at the beginning term set up perfectly. Beautiful displays, everything pristine because the children hadn't been in there yet. So it was always really exciting. It was actually the new year, it's a fresh start. It was the new year. Um, Autumn term is just such a lovely feeling. And it's not just that, because of course I'm glad to be away from teaching now. I'm glad to have my retirement. But that feeling of autumn when the colours change and, it makes you think about bonfires and lovely hot drinks and coziness. Um, it's just a lovely time of the year. So let me think, let me be a bit more specific. What's the good things about autumn? Well, it's definitely how beautiful the countryside is, isn't it? The British countryside, when the sort of leaves change, all those different colours, the golds and the browns, it's just really, really beautiful. And, to see those trees changing, it's a lovely feeling. It's that nice feeling of the evenings getting cozier, snuggling up, watching TV, having a sort of a cozy throw. I love a throw. I've got so many throws. I mean, I have a throw in the summer when I don't really need it. If I'm watching TV, I'll have, even in the summer, a really lightweight throw over me. I think it's more of just a comfort thing. And in the autumn, I can really feed that habit. I like the sort of furry ones, I like the thicker ones, and I just sort of put it over me like a blanket, cuddle up in it, with a nice hot drink. Yeah, it's making me feel cozy right now. And you can do that in autumn, can't you? Because the nights are drawing in, it's getting a little bit darker, it's getting a little bit cooler. So it's fine sitting on the sofa watching a nice movie. I mean, I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I do like to watch a bit of Netflix, and I absolutely love YouTube. What else? Well, you can get your tights out. Should have thought about that first. So I love wearing flip-flops and sandals, I really do, and I've got trainers on all year round. But in the autumn, you can get your thick tights out, you can wear them with little dresses or short, not too short, knee-length skirts. You can put the layers on, and boots. I can get my boots down out of storage. Ah, I love that. You know, it's that sort of cozy, easy look, the layers, the fleeces, the cardigans. Yeah, I love all that. And I don't know whether it's because I'm a September birthday, but I like in clothes and furnishings all the sort of autumn colours. So browns and greens and plum colours and deep reds. You know, I love all those colours. I like to wear them. What have I got on now? Let's move back a little bit. I've got those brown plissé trousers on that I got from Marks, and they're so easy to wear. I just sort of really like it. And I've got a candle next to me. Candles. Who doesn't love candle? You know, I've got one of these ones, those crackling ones. And again, oh, it smells lovely. It smells pumpkinish. What's it called? Oh, it's called pumpkin spice. There we go. And it's in the autumn evenings, isn't it, where you can light a candle. I know you can do that any time of year, but I kind of like to celebrate the change of the ceiling. See, I like to celebrate the change in the seasons, not the change in the ceilings. And to get those sort of pumpkin spices and all the different sort of autumnal colours, I just really like it. Which reminds me, talking about pumpkin spice, you know, is it Starbucks and Costa, they have all those seasonal drinks. I love that as well. No, I don't really like the drink that much, in that it's a little bit too sweet for me. You know, I wouldn't have it all the time, but I do when the season changes. I will go in there and have one of those drinks and try it out. And they've got such a choice, haven't they? But it's just fun. It's just fun. And it feels like you're marking the start of the season, which is nice. And then, of course, we've got little hats, woolly hats, and gloves and scarf. Who doesn't like wearing a woolly hat? I think I've got loads of them. Bobble hats, woolen ones, crocheted ones, all sorts of different colours. Um, as you know, or those of you that know me, I like to get my steps in, so I'm always going out, whatever the weather. I enjoy it. I didn't used to. It's a habit that I built up, but I do enjoy it. I don't go far. I'll normally go around the streets, walk into town. I mean, I'm pointing now. I'm at my son's house, and he lives in the country, which is a lovely little village out here in Cheshire, and it's beautiful. But normally I'll go straight out the door. I live about 20 minutes, half an hour from town, so I can make it longer if I want to. I can go across some fields or playing fields. I don't go anywhere too remote. I'm like really aware of my safety, but I'll go whatever the weather. And it's really nice in the autumn to pull on a bobble hat, you know, it's snug, nice thick scarves. I think I need a new scarf actually. I think I need to go and have a look. So all that sort of coziness. So good things. We've got candles. I love candles. We've got the clothes. We've got the boots. We've got the ties. We've got hot drinks. I've got my autumn mug. Love all that. I love a mocha. I don't drink mochas in the summer, but I will now the weather's getting cooler, and I have to be a little bit careful because they're not that healthy, are they? But they're absolutely delicious. There's a little cafe in town that does a really, really good one. And oh, the smell and everything, it's just so nice. So yeah, I like that. The bad things. I mean, there are bad things. I know a lot of people struggle when the days draw in, and people can struggle with sort of anxiety and depression and their mental health, or just feeling a bit lower. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I do a lot to counteract that and to support myself. So, you know, I do things like I have rituals. So, you know, when I walk into town, I will treat myself to go into my favorite cafe and have, say, a mocha or a nice drink. Sometimes it's just a cup of tea. I do have a ritual of lighting a candle in the evening when it gets darker. I'll put a nice candle, something like the one I've got here. I've got loads of candles though, and I'll put it on. We've got like a little stand that the TV sits on, and I'll light it in a bit of a ritual. So, you know, I'll have the smells and the sound of the candle, and it just feels really nice. Um, I'll keep up, you know, my walks really help if I'm feeling a bit, you know, walking, getting out in the fresh air, and you actually see the changes of the season. So, you know, that makes me feel a bit more upbeat and good about myself, really, and good about the changing seasons. But of course, it's one of the bad things is the heating costs. Like when you start having to put the radiators on, although at first that's like, oh, it's nice to have the radiators on, it's a bit of a novelty. It all just in the back of your mind is like the expense. I mean, the bills are just crazy. And I know a lot of people, my mum in particular, she's worried because she's going to have her, you know, that energy bonus, the winter payment for energy is going to be taken away for a lot of people because it's means tested now, and she doesn't fit in the threshold. But she's still on a budget, she's still a pensioner on a budget, so she's a little bit worried about that, which in turn makes me worried. um so, you know, we've got to sort of cozy up, get in extra layers, hot water bottles. I love a hot water bottle. And I'm sorry, I am a little bit frugal. So most of the day I'm out and about doing things, but I will leave turning the heating on as long as possible, and I will layer up. I have got a good line in Marks and Spencer thermals. I love layering. So I'll wear layers, and as when it gets colder, I get bigger and bigger because I'll wear a little thermal vest. Oh my gosh, I've admitted it now. I'll wear like a t-shirt, like a long sleeve t-shirt, maybe like this one. I'll wear, you know, a cardigan or a fleece, things that I tend to wear cardigans or zip ups rather than jumpers on the whole. I do have some jumpers, mainly because then as I've warmed up, I'll get too hot and I'll be taking them on, I'll be taking them off. You know what it's like. Anyway, what else? What else is bad about autumn? I guess we're saying goodbye to the lovely long summer months. I mean, the weather here in Britain is, you don't know how it's going to be. So some of the summer months, it's, you know, as mild as autumn or cold even. Sometimes it's stormy, sometimes it's sunny. But in autumn, it is a time you think, okay, especially towards the end of September, that you have to think, I'm probably not going to be wearing my strappy sandals or my flip flops. They're going to have to be packed away along with the bikinis and the shorts and the strappy little t-shirts. So yeah, it is a time where you sort of put things away and say goodbye to all those things, but they'll be there again next summer. And I think it's important that we just keep looking forward. Cozy, cozy, cozy. I think all the good things fit into the cozy category, but in autumn it's just that feel, isn't it, where you can get all your lovely cozy throws out and your woolly socks and your thick tights and your sloppy cardigans, knitted cardigans, you know, all of those things add to the coziness. I guess candles, lighting a candle, you know, the smell, beautiful smells and fragrances. I tend to actually pick candles for the season. So in autumn, I will pick those spiced apple or spicy pumpkin, sort of the burnt orange colours or the plums. I will do that because it makes me feel the excitement of the season. If you've watched right to the end, Thank you very much. I'm glad you're still here. Please go over and look at Kim's and Julie's, because that's what I'm going to do next, to see whether they, or what they love or what they don't like, and what they think's cozy about autumn. Be really lovely if you could, if you haven't already, subscribe. Makes a big difference to me, and hopefully see you in another video. Thanks very much. Bye.